Right. Where is that? Now, what were we saying? Oh yeah, so how many's in this class? 6, isn't it?
Yes.
So I'll put you in 3 groups of 2 for the experiments. Yeah? Yeah? So you 2 can be in one group. Yeah? And then Lynn and Diego. No. 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 Harry and Diego. And then Lynn and Zach then. Yeah. I definitely don't want you in the same group as, because there'll just be trouble. Yeah, I know that. So, you're with Lynn then. Yeah, okay. So I'll put, you're in pairs for the experiment. Now, in total, you have to do 1, 2, 3, 4 experiments. Isn't that right? Let me think. G, electricity, Snell's law. Yeah, 4 experiments. 2 of them involving gravity, 1 with electricity and 1 with waves. Okay. Now, we have 1 hour on Thursday. So the way that the assignment works for lab, have you done your labs in chemistry?
Yes.
Yeah, now it might be a little bit different. Can you tell me how many experiments you did in chemistry? 3. And how many lab reports did you write?
1.
Yeah, okay, that's similar. And did you have to prepare anything before the lab?
No.
Okay, so that's where it's a little bit different for the physics. So I'll explain the process. So, step 1 in the process, which is worth 10%, is what you would call the lab plan. Lab plan. So this is where it's kind of like an exam, but it's not really because it's open book. So I give you a 1 hour class where you have to put together your plan for how to do the experiment. And then,
Is that plan individual?
pause. So number 1's the lab. Number 2 then is you actually do the labs, and this requires you to keep a record, a book. Now I'll give you your lab book, you can write it all in. And then number 3, we work on the report. And you can think of it as 1 large experiment, or you can think of it as 2 smaller experiments. The same thing here. And this report is worth 90%. So sadly, your lab book, it used to be worth 10%, but now it's worth 0%. But you still need it as proof that you've done the experiment. So make sure you keep very good records, because if there's any problem, it is proof that you actually did the experiments needed for the course. Okay? Now, tell me, in your chemistry, how big was your report? How many words? Yeah, so that's about the same as the physics. And did you make your own diagrams, or were you allowed to use diagrams from the internet?
The internet.
We could draw them ourselves, or we could take from it.
I don't like taking from the internet. I much prefer when students draw their own diagrams. Okay. Now, just like with the essay, we'll give 1 hour a week for a few weeks on writing the lab report, and we'll do it in steps. The biggest part of the lab report will be the sort of Excel analysis part of it. Okay. So what I'll do, let me just stop the recording here.